So what's left to do in our variation of Puggle? Well, I can think of a few things. First off, we should probably be smarter about how and when we call set collision info. If you were to look at our contact listener, you'll see that the hit by ball function and the set collision info function is being called every time a ball and a peg collide, whether we need to or not. And at the end of the day, this set collision info function ends up being fairly complicated. We're calculating lengths of vectors, we're doing a lot of vector multiplication, we're doing a lot of stuff that we don't always need to do if our ball is colliding with a peg that's already in motion. So at some point here I should probably just do a check and see if this peg actor really is still a static object. And if not, I can sort of ignore all this calculation here. So just a little thing, but probably something we would want to do if we were turning this into a real game. But then other stuff we want to do, if we want to turn this into a game where we're focusing on catching the falling pegs with our bonus shoot, we probably want to make sure we don't remove our pegs when our ball off screen function is called. That'll give us time to actually catch the pegs. And instead we should probably create a couple peg events, for peg off screen and peg hit bonus shoot, so that we can remove the pegs at the appropriate time, either when they fall off screen or when we catch them with our bonus shoot. And I'm not going to show you how to do all of this because, frankly, this is variations of stuff that you've already done with our ball actor. And, 90% of this code you can probably cut and paste. But by the time we're done with it, it will look a little something like this. So this is my game, and all right, these pegs are falling, and all right, let's say the game is I want to try and catch as many pegs as I can on my bonus shoot, and maybe not catch the ball that's falling. I don't know. So there they are, they're all falling, and the thing is, at this point, I've got a system in place. I can sort of start to figure out whatever mental game I want to play before I go ahead and implement things like scoring. Maybe I'm deciding that if I catch all of the blue pegs, then I gain points, but if I catch a red peg, then I lose points. So maybe suddenly I need to avoid these red pegs, catch the blue pegs. Maybe I want to catch the ball and that'll get me a life. Maybe catching the ball makes me lose a life. Who knows? The thing is, I can kind of just try all of this and figure out what's the most fun. And more importantly, so can you. So do things like, add some fake scoring if, say, your peg lands in the bonus shoot. Try things like, do you want to lose points when you catch a red peg, but gain points when you catch a blue peg? Maybe lose a life if the ball lands in the bonus shoot. Maybe gain a life. The point is experiment. There's nothing really for you to lose because you did keep a backup, right? All right, good. So I guess maybe this is the point where I leave you. I think this is about it for Chapter 2. We figured out all the steps necessary to create a Peggle game, and then we figured out some of the steps necessary to create a game that's a variation on Peggle. And I think we've learned an awful lot about the Box2D world and made a lot of progress towards taking this physics engine and making a real game out of it. Maybe at some point one day I'll do Chapter 3 because I'm realizing there's one large section of the Box2D engine I haven't covered, and that's joints. And that allows you to do things like attach two bodies together or attach spring-like objects between two bodies, and that can give your game a feel that's a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, that's it, gooey. But I'll be honest, these tutorials took an awful lot of work, and I'm kind of tired of them at this point. I've also got a few other projects that I should probably be focusing on, maybe including paying more attention to my friends and family and loved ones. So I might take a little break for a while, but maybe at some point, if I get inspired again, I'll go back and cover joints for you. In the meantime, feel free to send me feedback. I'd love to know if you found these useful. If you've got other more clever ways of doing something that I did, I'd be really interested in hearing it. You can send it to flashytodd@gmail.com. Just remember our #1 rule for sending feedback. That's right. And also, let me know what you end up making with this stuff. Like I said before, part of the reason I'm doing this is I love playing physicsy games, and if I can inspire more people out there to make more games, well, that's more stuff for me to play. So I'd love to see whatever projects you end up with when you're done, even if it's just some random project you did for school. I think it'll probably be interesting. I guess that's it. So good luck. Go out there and have fun and start programming. I'll see you around.